Good morning, Miss Mela and all of my friends. Today I'm going to present my final test, and the title is The Impact of the Internet on English Language Development. And before I start the presentations, let me introduce myself. My name is Claudia Pratama Putri, NPM 118 from 60 class. Okay. This is the table of the content, and the first one I will explain about the introductions, the second one main discussions, and the last one is conclusions. Okay, next. Introductions. Okay, in introductions, I will explain to you us about the background, general background of this speech. And the first one is what is English language? As we know, English language is a West Germanic language of the Indo-European language family and originally spoken of early medieval England. And English language is the most spoken language in the world and the third most spoken native language in the world. So not only that thing, but also I will explain about the internet use. Internet is the global system of interconnected computer network that is used the internet protocol to communicate between network and devices. So what is relations between internet and English itself? So the use of English to the internet will give the impact. The first impact is we can see English is the language of international communication. Because of that, in this setting, I use the name of the tool is um, postcard. So we can share our message to other country, to other people in a different country, and mostly they use English as they communication setting, communication tool, because English is international communications. We can see here this is tactiles from Germany, from Korea and China. They use English to speak to each other. And the next one, the impact is English. This is the other impact. We can say here, we can see here, when we try to find out the job, and mostly they use English for looking a job and for hiring people. And we can see here in Bandung, which is Indonesia, they put the qualification in English, and here they need people must be excellent written and verbal communication in English. So here is the proof that English is language of international communication in this day, in this time. Okay, next we have the use of English to the internet impact, and that one is English gives access to more entertainment and more access to the internet. This is I use TikTok tools for my setting. So this is a Takashi Castle from Japan, and they use English also to deliver the meaning and the message. So let us.
I was screaming for dramatic effect. Well, I was moved by it. And here you are, ready to take on the second boulder. Wow!
We can see here The
And the
people
spirited young fellow is up on chain, much
Japanese
sought after
people,
fashion photographer.
Oh, he got bucked early.
but
Yes, it
they
did count.
use English
Actually, that didn't count. We're going to let him get back
to
up there. You know,
deliver the
models
meaning and
love
the
this guy.
message
He is known
of
for
this
his
content.
unrelenting positive attitude and his fanny pack
So
full
the
of
people
needle nitrates.
will
There
notice
he
and
is.
will get the
Oh, he's going down.
information. So this is the evidence of English is gives us more access to get more entertainment and internet. Next one.
Ah,
The next one is English make it easier to travel. What can we say? How can we say English make it easier to travel? We can see in here. Uh, I use the evidence of the Google setting. And when we want to travel around the world and want to know about the informations about the destinations we want uh, we want to visit, we can see that information will use English to deliver their information. Let's say here they use all with English, and then here we can see if we want to visit Universal Studio, let's say, and we have to pay here five $583, and if we don't know how much is that and how much it will cost by the rupiah, we can get the informations um by the rupiah by search the exchange currency in the Google also, and then we can travel around the world without having skill to speak in English here because we have Google Translate, and this is will help you to translate what you want to say in English from your language. Next, okay, this is the impact of the use of internet on English. There are two impact: positive and negative impact. And the first one I will explain about the positive impact. The first one, uh, practice makes perfect. The positive impact is practice makes perfect. How I can see that? Because in the in this era, the newspaper or book from library is not enough, and it's more takes time to us to go to the library and find a newspaper and search what we want to know, and it takes time to do it. But when we use internet, we can uh, we can we can learn faster. We can learn faster with this one, Google. We can learn by books, journal, newspaper, and magazine by only the type, only one type. Let's say I will type uh, a newspaper about COVID. It show faster for me, and I haven't I don't have to go to the library to get the information, or I have not get the newspaper to get the information, because in Google the information will uh, go to us faster, and we can get anything in the internet, especially in the Google. And then here we have YouTube. In YouTube also we can learn English and practice English perfectly. The system between Google and YouTube is maybe uh, same, similar, and it can help us to improve our English skill. Next one. Okay. Here it said that a classroom without walls. Why? Because you can use the internet to shape your language studies. And if you are learning English to go on Sunday maybe, or on the holiday, for example, you can look up detailed information about the place that you will be visiting. And or if you are learning English for your um, career, you can find out more about the sector you work in, including common words and phrase and industry specific terminology. So you don't need to go to the classroom for uh, get the information or get the knowledge. Just you use the internet and it's done. It's not takes time to do it. Next. Okay, next. The positive impact is upon culture. Um, One of the biggest advantage of using the internet to support your our English language learning is how much it can help us to understand the culture of another country. And then this is especially true when when it comes to watching a video online, news, and including sport coverage or popular TV shows, and can help you see the world through the eyes to another of another country, and give you an insight into how the culture differs from your own. And here we can see the videos.
Donald Trump. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, I'm sorry. I had to do that. That was funny to me. It's just a joke. Relax. I don't care who you are.
Everybody, don't interrupt me when I'm dropping this information.
Okay, here we can hear that these kids is called the old man just by name, not with Mr. And it is proof that um, in the other culture, they call the other man they call the older than them just by name. It's and it's normal. But let's say in the right one.
Fitri langsung aja ya, mumpung kita lagi ada waktu untuk ngebahas nih. Sebetulnya dari kemarin ada, cuma
So here we can hear that she calls the the older than her is cup, because the culture is still bold, especially in Indonesia.
males aja gitu. Fitri langsung aja ya, mumpung kita lagi ada waktu untuk ngebahas nih. Sebetulnya dari kemarin ada, cuman males aja gitu. Tunggu yang lain-lain kelar dulu ya kehebohannya, baru nanti tinggal nggak klarifikasi sebetulnya.
Bukan nunggu kelar, nunggu kita punya waktu yang benar
Oh
dong.
iya benar sih, karena kita orang sibuk ya, kita orang sibuk, bukan pengangguran.
Punya waktu. Nah kebetulan kita hari ini ada di
Kendari. Karena Beauty Head Tutu bakal buka cabang di Kendari.
Oke. Selesai urusannya, jadi punya waktu lama untuk sama-sama ngedengerin curhat.
Benar. Jadi Fitri curhat, aku dapat duit dari YouTube ya. Itu kan namanya simbolis mutualisme.
Simbolis mutualisme.
Iya benar. Oke, kita langsung aja deh pertanyaan pertama.
Apa pertanyaannya?
Kenapa sih Fitri nggak pernah upload atau bahas tentang ibu kandung Fitri?
Oh, ini yang mau dipertanyakan.
The last positive impact is real-time communication. So, perhaps the most exciting opportunity that the internet presents English language learner is the ability to communicate in real time with native speakers using video calling like Zoom and its instant messaging and online forums means we can join in live conversations and debate a superb way to practice our spoken and written English. Okay, we go to the impact of the use of the negative impact of the use internet on English language. So the first impact is the capitalizations of almost gone through a radical shift. Why? Because we can see in the screens I put two negative commands as my examples, and so the first example, he said that if a 3-year-old says you are the bestest man in the world, that trust me, you have gained everything in life. And so without she write this comment without notice the capitalizations. And the second example is, I'm repeating this video 8 times today. The mayor's is so blah blah blah. So this is also she write the comments without notice the capitalizations. Next. The next negative impact is using the capitalizations just in a more emotive way. Why? Because in the new era, some people using capitalizations only for expressing their emotions. So we can see in the screen I put these two examples. The first one, she says, "I don't want this interview to end." They use all capitalization here, so maybe it means that he really want to see the interview till end. And the second one is respect for the parents of these sweet kids. So this means she really respect to the parents who have these sweet kids. The next one we have the old rules of writing set down 100 years before we had computers, are simply too flexible in digital world. So if we want to say I really hate him here, the right one. So in this era, we just type like WTF, shut up, or hey, by W2 to express our feelings. The last negative impact, we have emoticon for a quick response. So here, he just type the emoticon to express his feelings, and the emoticons mean is funny. So we should type that was so funny, but in this era, digital, the impact of the internet use, we can just say, or we can just type the sticker emoticon. Okay, and we have main discussions. In this main discussions, I use YouTube as my setting tools, and in the YouTube, I uh, I I choose the channel English for my example. So English is created by Emma. The name is Emma Jacobi. It's an English language coach who teach English on her YouTube channel, English. And this channel has a subscriber base of over 2.5 million English learners globally. So we can see here, she just have a 4.75 million subscriber, and she has 262 videos already. And Emma started making video on YouTube in September 2015. And these two pictures is the title of my examples. Next slide. In the next slide, we have a business English or imitation listen, idiom and vocabulary, and be professional, never say this at work. So the first one, I will explain you about what is the functions of English in the setting. So the first functions is as a communications tool for delivering the content to everyone. So we can see here, she used English as her language to deliver their content to us. So we can understand what is her means. And next, for increasing the knowledge about idioms and vocabulary in the content and being professional during conversations with the client. So in here, she explained us if we want to increasing our knowledge about idiom and vocabulary, we have to listen and read, imitate her and shadow her, because her is an American native, so we can learn from her. And if we want to or being professional during a conversation with clients, we in here her 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 said that don't say like I don't know, but say like professional, like this. I'm not sure, but I can find out. Don't say I don't know. Next, for having a good pronunciation with an American accent. So the function of English in this setting, we can learn from her, because as we know that her is an American native, so we can imitate her for increasing or improve our pronunciations.
Important. I'm Emma from English, and today I'm going to walk you through 5 situations that are super common in just about any workplace.
So that's the video. Her is American. He is American native. Next, how the setting and the internet influence the use of English in the setting. So in here we have formal and informal language to our topic here, that is influence the use of English in the internet. Okay, formal language. So we can see here in the screen, I put 2 examples, and in this video, we can see that she used formal language to formal language to deliver their content or deliver their message like this. And then the next one, we have informal language. In the same content, she also use informal language to deliver their message like this. For the example, or you could say, I'll find out for you. So I'll is the informal one, and this one also, but you've got not to be ready to do it quickly. And this is the informal one. And it's supposed to be you have if the formal one. So, okay, we already in the what way they are different from standard English communications. So I think after I watched her channels, all of her channels, and I didn't find the wrong one or the differences from standard English communication. As we know that standard we can say that it's standard if it has the feature of grammar, vocabulary, and orthography or spelling and punctuations. And I think because she is a teacher and a channel, because she is a teacher, and I think the channel is mostly taught us about learning and formal learning English. So that's why she use standard English communication. So, okay, we've already in conclusions. The end of this session is conclusion. So, English is the most spoken language in the world, and the internet is also the world's #1 need, because without the internet we cannot communicate with each other. And not only as an international communications, but English is also very necessary for us. And then the impact of the using internet for English is to having easy real time to communications and open our culture. And we have also the negative impact. Here is the becoming the impact is becoming not more informal with the presence emoticon and express the feelings. And in these presentations I use YouTube for my internet settings, because in YouTube we can find more informations and learn about English development, as you can see before. And then the YouTube channel I use the YouTube channel I use English from Emma Jacoby, because she's a English teachers, and he always teach us about an English, especially American English. And then the function of the channel as a communication tool for delivering the content, increasing the knowledge about idioms, vocabulary, and then being professional during conversation, for having a good pronunciations with an American accent. And that's why about about my presentations today. I do apologize if I doing any mistake during my presentations, and thank you for your attention. If you any comment, thank you, and then good night.